Previously on RAR Garage, we started the demo of the abandoned house here on the Team RAR property, and there was a ton of destruction.
Yeah.
This old house had lots of fun surprises in it, including a giant hole in the wall that was covered up by paneling.
Who does this? Why?
Today we're continuing the renovation and we're trying to save these kitchen cabinets, and we only have a couple hours left to finish up before the painters come and tarp everything off. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is rebuild the top of this cabinet to get it ready to be covered with drywall and paneling.
So we're getting a flush edge on this cabinet here so that it all fits in nice and pretty.
To go and cover up drywall with paneling. So This is kind of like not where it needs to be. I mean, I could just force it to bend just a little bit. It's not a bad bend.
Who wants to know about it? Are you, me, and everyone watching the video?
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
All right, so now we need 3 pieces of paneling cut so that it sits vertically, so that this will kind of line up here. And then this doesn't matter, but it looks like all the paneling here is run lines this way. So lines this way and lines this way, but 1, 2, 3 pieces of paneling, and we're good.
Not quite perfect. We'll need a little bit of sanding.
Oh, wait, yeah, I hate to say it.
What?
The lines are going the wrong way. At least you have a template now.
Yep.
After a bunch of failed attempts, we finally have the top piece of the cabinetry ready to go. The painters are about to be here any minute, so we don't have much time.
Done.
While Matt and the RAR Garage guys are finishing that up, let's check on outside because there's a portion of the roof that is not looking so good. This roof is completely rotted out and we are debating on trying to fix it or tear it down. We decided the best way to go is to take off the old shingles and rebrace the roof itself. After that, we can add some new shingles. This ended up being a very tedious process, but the roofing guys did a great job on this. Thankfully, we didn't have to replace the entire roof, it was just this one section. And just like that, the roof has brand new shingles and siding. Let's go back inside where the clock is ticking on the cabinet project.
All right, so now that's done. I made this nice new cabinet out of plywood and 1x2s, which filled in this open bit of space here, which looked a little strange. Now, all that's left is to put some trim up here to make this seam look nice, and it'll be ready for paint. So I pulled that piece of trim down because the piece I have doesn't exactly match the old one, so I don't want it to look weird. Now, this other piece of trim, oh, I see. Hold up, what did I do?
I measure to the outside line.
Okay, I see. Let's just redo that measurement. Now we need to do this whole craziness. Fun. There you have it, trimmed out. Looks pretty good. This trim here covers up the gaps. Obviously you can still see some gaps, but that's what the painters are gonna be able to do. I'll be able to seal these back in with a little bit of caulking, and the paint will go over that, and all the seams will look very nice.
Nice.
We're having to reuse some of the old trim to cover some of the gaps. Some of the original cabinetry has a very large gap at the top, so we need this old trim that's big enough to cover that up. Kind of hard to see on camera because of all this nasty paint, but that seam is now covered up. I've notched it around this piece of paneling. And again, the painters will come in, seal this up. It's all gonna look really nice. Shoot. That sucks. That was the last piece of trim I had. Not bad. That'll do. That will do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
This is a little piece of DIY trim made out of plywood. Now that we've got this piece of cabinetry opened up, there used to be like a corner cabinet here. We're actually gonna have a gap in here before the next cabinet. So I'm gonna put this little piece of trim on and make it look nice. All right, so project's coming along well. We're a little bit behind here in the kitchen on the cabinetry because the painters are on their way and they'll be here in literally 30 minutes in order to tear down the popcorn ceilings and start painting, and I don't have the cabinets done. But we're really close. All the flooring is up. Once the paint is done, paint will be done by the end of this week. And as soon as that's done, the flooring guys are lined up and ready to go to start putting the flooring down. After that, all we've got to do is finish the bathrooms and we'll be good. Things are looking pretty good. Running a little behind schedule, but it's okay. To be expected.
The painters are here and Matt is out of time, but he's gonna try to squeeze in the last few things he needs to do. The painters are starting to tarp the entire house so they can start painting soon. I wanna take you guys on a little walk around so you guys can see how the house is coming along. I'm super happy with it so far, and I know that it'll turn out great once everything comes together. Let's check back in with Matt and see if the kitchen is ready for painting.
I need 2 more 30-inch pieces of trim. And then I need my piece that goes, my baseboard piece that goes down here and hides all of this nasty. And that's 17 and a half. 2 30-inch corners and a 17 and a half. Looks pretty good. Amazing how quickly this is starting to actually look like a real cabinet. So I need to work on the baseboard here, and then, man, I really don't know what to do down there. I really don't. This cabinet's still loose. Gotta mount it to the wall, much like this, and then from there, I need to build a wall, a fake wall here that comes out a little bit and hides this pipe.
Are you sure?
My measuring tape. At least try and fix that piece up real quick. So this piece should fit like a puzzle piece here. Look at that. It's perfect. Ta-da! That fills in this little piece of the trim. Once everything's painted and all that, you won't even know. I think that is going to be square enough, but it's such a big gap here. I don't know what to do about that. So I'm literally out of time. The painters are literally here. They're doing things, they're painting. I need this to be done, so I've got to finish up, but I'm this close. All right, so now we're running our new electrical cable since the other one, as you saw earlier, was worn all the way through the insulation, very unsafe. So I've got to run this new cable through to here so we have power to our dishwasher. Now we've got more than enough cable here to hook up our new outlet that'll go right here, which will power our new dishwasher. Now I cut my cord. Anytime you're doing this, make sure, probably you shouldn't be doing this, but if you're going to, make sure you have the power shut off, or otherwise you're gonna have big sparks. So I'm thinking somehow I need to build the wall that bumps out to here, so I can do 2x4 between. I don't want to make it too thick, but I want to make it pretty strong. 34 1/4, that's 17 3/4. So tight. False wall. Oh yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And with that, the cabinetry is done. Thank goodness. Well, I shouldn't say done, because as you can see, it looks terrible still, but it's done on my end. It's ready for the painters.
And just in the nick of time, Matt got the fake wall put up and everything is ready for the painters. The next big steps in this renovation project are to paint all the walls on the interior and add all new flooring. We are finally ready to start the painting process, and this one is gonna be so exciting. We chose a bright white color to really lighten the house and bring it to the modern era, and it's gonna be a lot better than the crazy, interesting colors that were here before. In just a single day, the painters were able to knock out the entire house. That is honestly amazing.
Amazing how much better it looks in here white.
The last step we're gonna have time for today is installing the new flooring. This will definitely transform the look of this house because the old flooring was terrible. The carpet actually smelled bad. The roll flooring was peeling up and looked terrible, and we picked a really nice color with this laminate flooring. Installing flooring in a house this big is no easy task. There is a lot of rooms and the whole house is a little crooked and there's a lot of corners they need to cut around. But the guys at AB Flooring did an amazing job knocking out all of this flooring in just a single day. The flooring we chose was a laminate flooring and it links together just like Lego bricks. We thought this choice was the best because it's very cost effective, looks amazing, and has a high durability rating. And I'm amazed at just how good it looks, and they say it can last up to 20 years. So it should last until the next major renovation in the future.
Oh man, this is incredible. It doesn't look like the same house anymore, honestly. This is great.
This project is coming along absolutely amazing. I knew it was gonna look good, but I had no idea it was gonna look this good. If you guys agree, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now, turn on post notifications so you don't miss the grand reveal of this old abandoned Timar house.